Hello, hello. We are live. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on there. Okay. Ready? Scoot back over.
All right, so what's up, Roxanne? What's up? Listen, once again, just to show the stuff that everything that we do is real. What happened is, I don't know if you explained it already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So one of the free properties, someone just called into the system that we use, and they said, I was inquiring about a house for sale. She's bad. Okay. Hope you feel better there, Roxanne. So let's just show you. Let's show you. Whoops. Let's just show you what we're looking at. So we came in. This is the system that we use to get our leads, right? So we came in, and Janelle's phone is ringing off the hook, right? So it basically says, so whoever sent this says, I was inquiring about the house for sale on West Cass Avenue. What can you tell me about it, right? So what we're gonna do is, see, everything we do is real here, right? I show everything. We show everything we do. That's why there's no reason for someone not to be successful in this, because we basically show you how to win, right? So I'm gonna give the guy a call back right now, and let's see what happens. So this property she got for absolutely free, no money. Now we're gonna call back, and here's the thing. I mean, this is like open field, right?
Yeah.
Because like whatever they say, we could be like, all right, because how much did she pay for it? Zero. This is the community development stuff that we're talking about. And when you understand this side of the real estate game, it changes everything around, right? So let's get a guy a call right now. Let's see. Here we go. Call him up, offer the system that we use. How you turn your volume up, Jimmy? Okay. So y'all can listen in, right? Maybe we should start maybe I should hit the start button.
Yeah.
So here we go. Guys, like you could be turning your life around with this stuff, right? Yeah.
Please leave your message for 8108141.
Blah, blah, blah. Right? Hey, how's it going? This is Cecil. I'm giving you a call back. You inquired about one of our properties on West Cass Ave, and just wanted to have a quick conversation with you. Please give a call back at the same number that, actually, you know what? Yeah, give a call right back, and I'll shoot you a text also with another number. All right? Talk to you soon. Bye. So the system that we use allows us to make phone calls. So wherever we're at, right, all you need is your laptop with you, and the phone is inside of the system also that we use. So I'm going to now just shoot him a text, right? So I can text the guy back. I'll let Janelle shoot him a text. And basically just say, hi, it's Janelle. You inquired about our property on West Cass. Just tried to call you. And then have him call
Myself?
then you'll go off for that, but if you want.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, just call back. I say just tell or text us when you can talk, and we'll call you back. Yeah. Seriously, how many people would want to learn how to do this, right? This business has allowed me to not have a job for 18 years. Yeah. All right, so we're just sending him a text message from right here. Show you what she did. All within inside of this phenomenal system we use. So now she can see the laptop, right? So now you see that Janelle just responded back to the gentleman. And she says, hi, this is Janelle. You inquired about our property on West Cass Ave. What's a good time to reach you to talk? This is not hard. This is not hard at all, right? So let's go through. Let's see some of the other things that calls that we have in. Let's reach out to some of these folks. So we put out some signs a few hours ago, right? Let's show you the results that we have back. And if you want to take yours and show the results. So we put out some signs for people to come in, and as you can see, this is the notification system that we use. So if you look at, okay, so those are phone numbers. Some people are calling, some person called more than once. Right, so the first time they call, they get a voicemail. But as you can see, they're all new calls. And they came in today, and you can see the time that they're coming in. So these calls, some people are leaving voice messages, right? Some people are telling, somebody right there said they got $1,000, right? So this is how we create our income, by putting out, the guy just called us too. We're going to call the guy back. This is how we create our income, guys, and you can see right there, right? All right, so there's no secret to how I've made money, and now I've taught Janelle how to make money, right? There's no secret to it. Like, this is what we do, right? That was the same one from before. That was the same number that you called? Just call right back. Was that him?
Let me go and look.
No, he's 1501. But he could be calling from a different number. Let's just call back, see what it is. This person up here says they got $2,000, right? So we talk about the property that we'll fix up. Somebody's already told us they got $2,000 to put down. Guys, in this business, when you do it the right way, all you're doing is setting up buckets, right? And tell me if this makes sense. You market, you reach out to distressed sellers. And then you have another bucket of what's called tenant buyers, as we showed you. And then you have another bucket of people, and those are cash buyers. So we get houses that are distressed. Some of them are given to us, or we're using owner financing, right? So we'll owner finance the property. Right? Now let me be able to talk to both sides over here. We'll owner finance the property, and then what we do is from the time we get it under control. And when I set up an owner financing deal, I really try to strategize. I try to put it so that I don't have to make a payment for 90 days. Right? So it gives us time to bring in someone who's called a tenant buyer. Right? And they're going to put down a non-refundable deposit, which goes into HIP National Bank, that's your bank. And then whatever cash flow you're generating, that's yours. So I'm gonna give you an example on one of the properties that we have right now, all right? The one that you just seen us doing that big cleanup in Flint. So we negotiated that for owner financing. The lady was asking $8,000 for it. I offered her what, like $3,000 cash, right? So $3,000 or $4,000 cash. So we were about $4,000 away, right, for it to be a win-win situation. And then what I did was I said, listen, there is a way where you can get the full $8,000 that you're asking for. You just can't get it all today. So I explained to her owner financing. And I said, what we're going to do is we're going to allow you to become the bank, ma'am. We're going to create, you can do this a couple of different ways. You can create like a lease option. Anybody familiar with a lease option? Say me, right? Or you can do what, in the Midwest, they have what's called a land contract, right? Or you just create a mortgage with owner financing. Owner financing means that the person who owns the property now becomes the bank. And the reason that I love Michigan is because the properties were so cheap here. I mean, I literally ran across a guy who was like 19 years old, and he was losing his property to the back taxes. And I was like, can I speak to your dad or your parents? He's like, my parents don't live here. It's my house. So they were buying houses for $500 out here, $1,000, right? And we're still doing it. So I said to her, I can't give you that. So what you want to do with owner financing is you want to create a note, a mortgage and a note, right? Any title company can do that. Any attorney can do that. A title company might charge you $500. Attorney might charge you $1,000. I don't know, right? So we set it up so that she got the full $8,000. It's still kind of hard for me to even still put into conceptualize that we're talking about houses for $8,000 or $4,000, right?
Yeah.
Like this, where does this happen at, right?
Not in Florida.
Not in Florida, right? So the cheapest house that I bought in Florida, let me tell you, I got it under contract for $12,000. This was in Kissimmee, Florida. Anybody familiar with Kissimmee, Florida? And I flipped it to a real estate agent for $25,000. She fixed it and flipped it to somebody else for $50,000. So when you're wholesaling, you just take a little bit out for yourself, right? So anyway, back to the contract. We set this up so that we have create a mortgage, right? We create a mortgage, and when I say mortgage, don't let that scare you, right? Please don't let that scare you. This is nothing complex. A title company will do it for you. All you have to do is tell the title company, I want to do an owner financing deal, right? And so you take your purchase and sale agreement, and on your purchase and sale, you say, well, we're going to do owner financing. The seller is going to give the buyer 10 years to pay it off. And for that one, what do we get? For Miss Walker's, I think 7 years?
We got 7 years.
Yeah, so we got on this house, right now, that's a different one. But on that house, we got it stretched out for 7 years. Mm-hmm. So we have 7 years to pay her the $8,000, right? Now I can tell you this, in 7 years, the house will be worth way more than $8,000. So now we're building up that equity inside of the house. That's our equity now. See how easy this is? Does that make sense? Right? So, long story short, we got the property and I negotiated. Y'all ready for this? I negotiated. Hold on a second. So I negotiated it for $190 a month.
109.
My bad. $109 a month. Yesterday she did that, right? Yeah. Or the other day she did it. So we're controlling a property that has no mortgage on it. And on that one, we did a lease option on it. All right? So a lease option basically can act the same as owner financing for you. But there's certain paperwork that must be recorded. So if you have a lease and an option, they're two separate agreements. Some of you guys may have, and I think Janelle even told me before, that she had a lease option. Mm-hmm. How did that work for you?
It didn't. What do you mean?
Like, did you, like...
I didn't know anything about recording anything.
Okay, so she never recorded the option. And most people think that they're in a lease option, but they're really not. So the landlord say, well, we're going to let you rent it with the option to buy.
Yeah, they
right?
wound up selling the house from up under.
Right.
Yeah.
So somebody sold the house from under them. But when she told me how they did it, she didn't know how to protect. They didn't know how to protect themselves. So when you have a lease option, you always get two separate agreements. One is a lease. One is an option to purchase. Right? With the option to purchase, you take that down to the recorder's office or the register of deeds, right? And you got to get it notarized. And whatever the price is you guys agreed upon, so let's just say you agreed upon a price of $100,000 and the guy gave you 5 years to buy it. Well, if you don't have that paperwork, you can't capture the equity. That's free equity that's coming to you. Free equity, guys. So let's just say you got it, this is 2019, right? And you did it for, just say 3 years, 2000 to 2022. Yeah, 22. And let's just say it was now worth 150. I'm sorry, what did I say? 100? So you got it for 100. And that's what it says on your, even if you're just renting, I want you to know the power of this. And the seller agreed to sell it to you for 100,000. And he gave you 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. At the end of that time, if those properties are now worth 150,000, and this is what most people do not have a clue about, the $50,000 is yours. You negotiated 3 years ago for 100,000, but appreciation in the market went up, and now that same house is worth 150,000. That $50,000 is yours if you recorded the option agreement. So, with that being said, we have this property now, one of them, for $109 a month. There was no payment for the first 90 days. Who's doing that? When I first said that, what went through your mind? Or did you even think that she would go for that?
I didn't. Because I was there, I saw her demeanor, but you talked her down. And I'd have someone on. Hi, Dina. So real quick, we put out a mailing campaign. A woman responded to the campaign. We went up and met with her. We gave her no money down. We have complete control of this property. We were able to get 90 days before we gave her first payment. I think her first payment is due in December. The payment is going to be $109. Once this house is completely up and running, we're looking at a possible maybe lease of what, $650?
Yeah, $650.
So we'll be pocketing like $500 a month on a home that we paid nothing for.
Well, $540.
$540 for a home that we paid nothing for. We just happen to have someone that knows what to say, how to say it, what paperwork to send out, and so yeah, you do this about 50 times.
Yeah. So think about it. You just say you were bold enough to come to Detroit. Mm-hmm. They have houses with no mortgages on them. Right? No mortgage, like the average person. You was talking to somebody. Was that you? And the guy was like, I own my property, I ain't got no mortgage on it. Somebody was saying, no, the lady today.
Today, yeah.
She sounded like
the block captain.
Yeah. Okay, my bad. I thought it was a man, but I know. Be nice. Okay, so they have no mortgages on their houses. Mm-hmm. Like, they're like, what's the mortgage?
What?
I own this free and clear. I've been paid them $3,000 for the house.
Yeah.
And you can get $650 a month for it.
Yeah.
So you literally get your money back in about 5 months. See why she up here sneezing in the cold? So once again, like Janelle just said, we put no money in the house. Not a penny. We got control of it. That means she can't sell it to nobody else. Unless we authorize it. We're not going to do that because we can now pay her off. And I mean, honestly, you talk about, that's like $1,200, $1,300 a month, right? I mean, a year. So this could be paid off whenever we choose to. We could take all of the money and just pay her down with somebody else's money and then own that property free and clear. And now for the rest of our life, it's $650. Well, not for the rest because you're going to go up every few years, right? Yeah. I don't know. You tell me, like, why wouldn't people do this? It's got to be because they don't know, right? What other reason? Or maybe some people do know and they just think they can't do it. So clearing $500 a month, $540 a month. And just if you do that 10 times in the next 6 months, 10 months, even a year, you just created income that never stops of $5,000 a month. Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and look and call some other folks as well. call some other folks, and let's see what's going on. So now these people that we'll call, these are what we call the tenant buyers. The tenant buyers will make you rich. The tenant buyers may not have great credit, but they have money to put down. And that money that they have to put down will go straight to HIP National Bank. All right? And for those that don't know where HIP National Bank is located, Janelle's going to tell you.
This is right there in your right, left, or back pocket.
Yeah. So this is the stuff that's going on, guys. This is the stuff that we're doing, you know? So let's go ahead on and let's call somebody else who said they had some money. Somebody's had $2,000. Let's call them.
All right, let's see.
All right. So we're looking at our system again, right?
Turn this around.
So we go back into our system, and we're going to pull up all the leads that came in from today. These are people. Look, somebody's saying that, I don't know, somebody there said they got $1,000. I think down below, somebody said they had $2,000. Where's the $2,000? I don't know, it's somewhere in there. But we're going to start calling these folks back. All right? Look, people are putting in, like, said, call me down there, right? Like when you understand this business, it just changes everything around for you, right? So we're gonna go ahead on.
From here?
Yeah, sure. So we're gonna call them. Remember, right from the system. You can call people right from our system on the computer. So you can literally do this anywhere around the country, right? Don't matter where you are. You can do this. You want to take it?
I'm taking it.
All right, so let's see what happens here. All right, so no one's answering.
Please leave
this
your
one.
message for
Just leave it, shoot a text message. So if they don't answer, we'll still leave a message. We'll still leave a message.
Hello, hi, this is Janelle. I'm just reaching back out to you. I see that we missed a call from you in regards to one of our signs that you saw. Please give us a call back at your earliest convenience. All right.
All right.
I'll send them a text.
Yep, now she's going to send them a text. All this right from the system. Right from the system. So let's see what she's going to write. Like, come on, Roxanne, can you do this? Right? John Nelson, can you do this? Sheila, can you do this? Like Erica, anybody can do this. Right? Just sitting at home, knowing how to market. Not to the type, we have one that we're selling. Hey Roxanne, do you feel that you can do this? Roxanne, do you feel that you can do this? Go back a little bit here. Like this is not hard, right? This is not hard at all.
I'm gonna take that out.
Hold on, what's a good time to go? Just call me. Coming back about the house. We have something that they want, right? So we can pick and choose who we sell off the house to based off of who has the most to put down up front and who can pay the highest amount monthly. So remember that money that they pay when you take control of a house that you don't own and you don't put any money up front, you're taking control of a house, not ownership, but control. and now you're going to continue to make upfront money. You're going to make monthly income, and then when they buy the property, you'll make a big chunk of money on the back end, and that's typically about another 20 grand on the back end. So every house should represent, depending on how long you stretch it out. The longer you stretch it out, the more money you make for your family. Right? All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, this person said they have
Here's the
$2,000 right here. So once again, let me show you this. Let's show you guys. People are calling in to say how much money they have to put down for our house. Right? He says he's looking for a 3-bedroom in Flint, Burton, Grand Blanc, or Mount Morris. He's got $2,000. Right? We're buying the house in total for $8,000. So they're going to get, if that was the person who won, he would give us $2,000 up front, which could go to repairs or Hip National Bank. And then we're going to get at least, rock bottom, $600 a month. Rock bottom. I wouldn't go any lower. But we obviously want to try to get the most. So to get $650 a month and know that you're clearing $540 a month off of a property that you put no money in, you didn't go to the bank, and nobody checked your credit, Roxanne. Nobody asked you your credit score. Why wouldn't you set your family up for success? Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. Yeah? All right, so we go to the next one. We're going to call this guy. And you want to talk or you want me to talk on this?
Hello, hi, yes, my name is Karina Morris, and I seen your sign on Kyle Road, and I was trying to get more information on it. If you can give me a call back at 425-389-6585, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
All right, so she said, I saw one of your signs. Guys, this, like, you don't have to be a real estate agent. Whoever does this the right way will make more money than a real estate agent, than the average real estate agent. I'll say it like that. You will make more money than the average real estate agent. The average real estate agent makes about less than $20,000 a year because they're average. They didn't put their heart and soul into the game. They never learned the sales techniques, right? So let's give her a call back here. Is this good stuff? Is this good stuff, guys? You got it?
Who is it?
Hello, this is Janelle. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I am responding to a voicemail that you left. I think you saw one of our signs in regards to some of our homes.
Yep. That was my sister, Karina.
Oh, okay. Is she available?
I'm gonna go pick her up right now. Can I have her call you back in like 5 minutes?
Sure.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you. Bye.
Is this starting to make sense? Is it starting to make sense? And you know, people would tell me they don't have 2 hours to sit down on the phone and do this. You know, you have the depending on where you are in the country. So Janelle is in Florida, right? The properties are more expensive. When you're doing any type of rent to own or owner financing, the minimum that you receive is 5% of the value of the house. So if it's an $8,000 house, 10% of that is $800, $400. I'm gonna get more than that, right? But typically, on average, a house that would be what, 200 down there?
Average, yeah, 250.
Okay, so 250, right? That means that Janelle can expect a minimum of a 5% deposit on a property that she didn't buy, didn't get a credit check, didn't go to the bank. So that would be a $12,500 deposit that goes straight into her pockets. And then whatever the spread is, so let's just say the person's mortgage payment is $1,200 a month, and she gets somebody that comes in for, I don't know, $1,700 a month. Now she just created a $500 a month cash flow. Now on the back end, if she agreed to pay the seller in 3 years or 5 years, $270, but the property went up to $310, she'll make another $40,000 on the back end. So $12,500 up front, $500 a month, and another $40,000 on the back end if it goes up to that amount. No credit, no money, no nothing. Okay. So let me see. Put this so that it goes to your phone when they call in that number.
Hi, Mike.
All right, let's see what's up here. So we're giving people basically a PhD in real estate investing in one day. We're showing you what we're doing, right? Many people are paying $30,000, $25,000, all that good stuff. All right, so which one was it? That number they're calling in on. What's the 810?
That's if you will.
Yeah, the 810. So it's this one, right? So we're gonna change it so that it goes to Janelle's phone real quick.
It's gonna cut off my line.
Ah, that's right. All right. So when she calls, we'll see it and we'll just call her back. Right? So once again, 20 years of real estate investing, coming together to show you how to do this, to take care of your family, show you how to get community block grant money that's in every single city, every single municipality has money that's set up for community development corporations. And just looking at a little place like Flint, Michigan, they have over $5 million for that. So when you get to those bigger states, Florida, California, North Carolina, right? Wherever you are, California, like these guys have like hundreds of millions of dollars, and it's set up for people who know how to play the game. So I would call that it's set up for the real estate players, right? So what we do is we're teaching people how to become players in the game. And this is just one strategy that anybody can do that's willing to put in a couple of hours a week to set up this basic system that has people calling you to basically give you money. Mm-hmm. They're giving you money, Janelle. Those people are calling you to give you money on a property that you didn't buy, you didn't use your credit, you didn't go to the bank. Come on. Did you know this was out here?
I had no idea.
So, is it safe to say that a lot of those guys out there also have no idea?
It's real safe.
It's real safe to say
real
that.
safe to say.
They have no idea. You guys have no idea. Like, you don't know this stuff, and you gotta know. You gotta know, guys. Right, when I found this information out, Roxanne, when I found this out, it was a game changer for me. Because I was working at a job that I hated. Mm-hmm. I hated. I don't know if anybody can empathize with me, but I hated this job. Mm-hmm. And I just did what I just showed you guys, what we just showed you. The very first time I did it, I made $34,500. The first time I did this, $34,500. And what do you think I did? Wash, rinse, repeat. So now we're showing you right now how Janelle is doing it. We just showed you everything. I just showed you how to get people to throw money at you. I just showed you how to get houses with no money down. I just showed you how to get houses with no credit. But they don't believe me though.
It's okay.
They don't believe it. They don't believe it, Janelle. Janelle said it's okay. Don't keep telling them that. We'll get all the properties. So basically, here's the goal. We're gonna buy up all of Flint that we can. Land, houses. So you got to remember this about Detroit. I mean, Michigan, period. When you own a piece of property, and if there's a property that's next to it that the county owns, you can buy it for $50 or $100. That's land. She's over here still like, she knows it's true. She's still like, I still can't believe this. I must be dreaming.
So, you know, I don't care what you've been through in life. Like, this is a way back. It's a way to recover everything that you've ever lost and get 100 times more. This is some real biblical stuff here. This is some real universal law stuff here. Right? Okay. Let's call the next one. This person left the message. Let's listen to the message. So these are people calling in trying to give us their money, right? Let's listen to the message.
Hello. You saying I seen this yellow sign in this yard and it's by an abandoned house. I was wondering if you guys would do 1,000 for it because the house is very ran down and I'm trying to do a rebuild on the house where I could flip it and sell it. So I was wondering if I could buy it for 1,000. Thank you. You can call me back at fuck you.
Okay. I was saying to myself, that sounds like a little kid.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it sounded like a little kid. So we had some fun with that one.
Pranking.
Prank call, right? Let's see. How do we delete this out of there? Was it it? No, you can delete. I've deleted stuff before.
You can block it. Put on the do not call.
That's, yeah, but that's for us not calling
Yeah,
out. It's somewhere in there. We'll figure it out. Let's go to the next one. And that wasn't the same person. That wasn't the guy that had.
Let me check the number because it was 1501. No, so that was, no. That's 1304.
3404.
Yeah. Next.
So who wants to learn this stuff, man? Come on. Yeah. Who's this guy down there with the voicemail? 16 seconds.
I got 800. I called a couple times.
They left a message.
Hi, this is Amber Ryan. I was talking about your homes. You can reach me at 810-282-8625. Again, that's 810-282-8625. Thank you.
Yeah, there wasn't saying she got 800. Let's give her a call. So your goal now is to go back and reach out to everybody that's called that wants to do a rent to own on a property that you didn't buy, you didn't put money in, and they want to pay us money for it. We control the asset. This is how you control an asset. All right? Let's give a call. And what was her name?
Hold on.
That's okay. Just go. Just call.
To an automatic voice message system. 810-282-8625 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, what's going on here? Just giving you a call back. You called on one of our signs on a house that we have for a rent to own. Give us a call back at your convenience. Let us know also how much you have to put down for a deposit on your future home. All right. The property is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. It's in the process of getting ready right now. We're looking to be ready by the first of the month. Let me know when you're looking to move in and how much you have to put down. All right. Thank you. Copy and paste the thing.
Yeah, I could. I need my money.
So we're just taking down notes right now of what you just said to people. So everything is stored in the system, right? We store it in the system so that, maybe we have to follow up with somebody in I don't know, 60 days. So we can just put a task inside of the system and say follow up in 60 days. And in 60 days, it'll kick us back out of thing, like a good little calendar, and let us know, remember, call this person back, email this person back. We have all the contracts inside of the system and all that good stuff.
I was talking about your sign that says you buy houses. I have a house for sale right now in Flint, actually, so I was just wondering if you would be interested in buying it for cash. So if you could give me a call back, my number is 810-640-5652. Thank you. Bye.
All right, let's give them a call. Let's give them a call. So I just texted the guy saying, hey, I just called you back on the house you want to buy. Give me a call back. Let's talk. CJ, I'm just real quick and simple with stuff. All right. We'll see what happens when he calls back. All right. Let's see. I mean, I can even go as far as saying something like, what's the address? What's the address? And how much are you asking, right? Any repairs needed, right? And I can just take this and copy it and paste it so I don't have to keep writing the same thing over and over. Control C. And then when I'm ready to put it, or I can put on this little sticky thing here.
Plus. The plus sign.
Control V. Boom. Right? Okay. Right. That's nice.
The 9166.
Right. And we just keep calling people until we get somebody who's like, come on now. So. Same old, same old. This is kind of like the easiest money in the world. And we got an asset that we control for the next 7 years.
Hello?
Yes, hi. This is CJ. Okay, let me see. So I'm just gonna, I don't know what happened on their phone, but I'm just gonna say something like, you called about our rent-to-own home. I may say something like, are you looking for yourself? And I'll say something like, how much do you have to put down on your future home? I just want to get it. I'm up front. I don't want to play around. Yeah, that's it, guys. So that's all, guys. We're going to keep doing this. And take off now for a little while. And if anything else comes back, maybe we'll open back up. But this is it. Tell me after you watch this video, no matter where you see it at, we've got a YouTube channel also. Does this make sense? Do you feel like you can do this with a little bit more hand-holding? If you do, Janelle's got a brand new course. Teaches you how to do this. If you want to go on some old community development level and start getting grant money also, let us know, get on the calendar. All right? So that's our time, guys. Hopefully it's been a blessing to you. And you learn something from it, right? Because we can do anything we put our mind to. As long as we're able to learn, we're able to grow. So you never have to stay stuck at where you're at. So you can always be more, do more, and have more anytime you choose. Because we can grow, because we can learn. That's my time. Peace.
Peace.